Hi everybody, this is Gary Kay from Rave Pubs, and I'm excited to be joined by Melody Craigmile, Vice President of Marketing for Almo ProAV. Hey Melody,
Hey Gary,
how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
And you're gearing up for DSE just like everybody else, the Digital Signage Expo, which happens in about a week and a half in Vegas. Are you excited about being going back to Vegas?
Can't say that I'm excited about going back to Vegas because I've already been there twice this year,
Yeah.
but certainly excited about the digital signage show because it's consistently been growing and it's a very good show for us.
You know, it's interesting because the digital signage segment of the Pro AV market is the fastest growing segment of Pro AV, yet we're seeing pushback from integrators to get into digital signage market, but your statistics show otherwise because you're the major distributor to the Pro AV market and you're seeing quite a bit of traction in Pro AV.
And we are seeing quite a bit. I mean, it depends on, how do you quantify digital signage? I mean, a lot of our integrators are doing something as simple as just a panel in a doctor's office that has some feeds with some advertising, or they're doing things as large as video walls, or installing a Panasonic 152-inch panel for signage. So it's really varied, but I think to some degree, about 80% of our integrators are doing some type of signage.
That's good because I suspect if I asked you that same question a year or two ago, it wouldn't be 80%. And I think that's in large part due to the fact that you've focused on that with your E4 tour the last couple of years. Would you agree with that, or do you not see that as being a big factor?
No, I definitely see that as a big factor, and we take feedback every year from various touch points from our integrators, and still the number one requested training is for digital signage. So we're going to continue this year with providing more signage classes. Of course, we did the tech rating class, which was wildly popular. We're going to have one on video walls, and also our new partner, Nanolumens, the world's first bendable display. They'll be doing a training session, which is new on the tour, talking about how you can utilize this phenomenal new technology for signage applications.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, and you sort of hinted as to some of the things you're going to be doing at DSC. I don't know if you're ready to start sharing them, but one of the things was about your presence and how you're going to show video walls. Are you willing to talk about that yet?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're kind of taking a different approach in the Almo booth, and I think other folks will. Traditionally, when you go into a booth, it's all about one manufacturer and their new panel or their new software. When you're going to come into the Almo booth, you're going to see a lot of different product, and our booth is about showing people what type of system will work for them. We're going to have 7 different video walls in our booth in different configurations, interactive, non-interactive. We're going to have things as simple as just one panel with some, USB PowerPoint showing how simple it can be, all the way up to Christie Microtiles with the new integrated touch overlay. So whatever they're looking for, I think that we can help them in seeking out some type of a system that'll meet their needs.
Yeah, and one of the things that you do that's different from a lot of other distributors is that you're not just providing display technology, but you're also providing the signal routing and distribution in addition to the content creation and media player side. So will you have those on display as well in the booth? Is that what you're going to drive the displays in your booth with?
Yeah, we're going to be driving the displays with a few different solutions, but we're going to have 2 test drive centers. People will be able to actually come up and play with the software and publish on the fly. One will be for AMX's inspired signage, and the other one is for Bright Sign. So in real time, they can go and play around, change it around, see how easy it is to use some of these new content management systems and publish projects right there on the show floor.
That's actually a really creative idea. What's your booth number?
631.
631. Okay. So we're going to be covering, as you know, the show live through our ravenowdse.com portal. You guys we're excited to have you guys as a partner again for the second year in a row to help sponsor that. And I know that you've got some major manufacturers that are helping you in your display. You've already mentioned Christie and the microtile stuff, and you've mentioned Nanolumens, which Nanolumens was a big coup for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank
But
you.
who else are you going to have? Who are the other manufacturers you're going to have in your booth?
We're going to have Samsung, Panasonic, NEC, LG, and then on the connectivity side, we'll have Kramer Key Digital, Media Players, BrightSign, you name it, from A to Z. We'll basically be showing everything that an integrator would need to put together a solution in there.
And your website, so that people can get information now, and possibly if they're not going to the show and they're interested in attending, I believe you have free passes for the DSE show as well, don't you?
Yes, we do, and you can go and register for an exhibit hall pass and use promo code Almo ProAV, and you should be able to still get those passes, I think, up until the end of this week.
Yeah, you can. And your web address is www.
almoproav.com, and if you're also interested in learning more about that E4 AV tour we're going to be doing in a couple of months, that's e4avtour.com, so check that out as well.
Yeah, we were excited to do this like little sort of video that I guess is sort of a commercial for the E4 show, but it's also gives you a taste for what it's like to go to one of those shows. So I would highly encourage people to sign up, especially if you're going to be in California anyway, the beginning of April. I mean, there's going to be an event there. That's the first one that's going to kick off the 2012 tour, I believe. And of course, DSE is in a week and a half, so we'll see you there at the DSE show.
Yep, we'll see you there. Thanks, Gary.
Hey, thank you very much. You have a great day.
You too.